Hey, it's Aaron Ross here in the last third video of unleashing, unveiling predictableuniversity.com. And this is the one about the conversation I have with people, including clients, where I want to smash my phone into the ground. And I'll say that with a smile because it's sort of funny. But the conversation goes a bit like this. Someone says, well, our email templates aren't working. We're getting 0 responses or only negative responses. And I'll ask, okay, did you do the interviews? No. But we've tried short emails and long emails. Okay. Did you try the deep dive 5 exercise? And they'll say, no, we haven't gotten to that yet because we've been so busy coming up with A/B tests for emails. And we haven't done our interviews because we've been too busy coming up with, sending emails. All right, did you even, read the nail a niche section of the new book or the workbook or the materials we've given you about nailing a niche? No, but we've tried things on LinkedIn and why you're, this is where I breathe. Okay. Sending more templates, if it's none of these are working and it's been like months, it's not going to work. So stop all of this. Stop sending email or making calls, whatever the version. It could be on calls or email. Stop that. It's distracting you. Like all this activity is making you think you're making progress, but you're not. Stop. Slow down. Do the work around, talking to real customers, real prospects, to understand what are those keywords or key phrases, keywords and key phrases that might resonate with them, or who the right ones are, how to flag when they're not a fit or not. It's like people are afraid to stop and actually pick up the phone and talk to people at the beginning. It also happens with other prospecting, but at least in the beginning to do these interviews because there's such a rush to build their funnel, to start sending emails, to start making calls. But they get into this cycle. And of course, some people it works right off the gate, but sometimes if it's not working, they just end up circling the drain because they get so stressed. It's not working. Send more emails, more types. It's not working, and it's like, and they can't break that cycle. It's like, wake up. So now I mentioned nail a niche. There's the whole chapter. If you haven't seen it, there's a free chapter. It's on fromimpossible.com. It's from the new book, From Impossible to Inevitable, with Jason Lemkin. And so this sort of goes through. If your outreach isn't working, go back to the basics. Go back to the fundamentals. Stop distracting yourself with activity. Stop sending email. All right, last little bit. Now, I mentioned Predictable Universities opened up. Now, I've noticed something, a hesitation on I know budgets are tight for people. It's hard sometimes to get money for things. Now, a client of mine is a top 3 global software company who hires more than 1,000 of these SDRs a year, sorry, that would be a lot. Even for them, it's tough. But this hesitation where you're spending, let's just stick to SDRs, although it's true for salespeople and others. You're going to spend, say, $50 to $80 or more $1,000 a year on a person. And you're like, okay, we only have budgets to spend $25 a month on CRM. Or, we can't spend any money on any tools they need to be successful. It could be apps, it could be training. So in this case, even if you spent, it's called $5,000 a year on stuff for them, you should, for sure, expect that to generate at least 10 times return. Right? So to take them from, say, maybe $500K in revenue per year, I'm just picking like a baseline number, to take that from 500 to take them to 550. I know my writing is not ideal. I'm better author than a hand writer. But here's the thing. You might think this and put that in your plans, but the reality is it's probably more like they're not even getting close to their goals, and the right tools or training or something can help them take them from failure to success. Or maybe they're doing 500 and instead of 550, they go to 850, like a quantum leap. It's never like these simple linear things. So whether it's the right apps you need, whether it's training like Predictable University or other things you want to do, but you're nervous to invest in, or get SDRs out of the office, have them go on customer visits, have them go to a conference. They need to get out and talk to real people to understand what the problems are so they can write the email templates or make the phone calls and have productive conversations, especially on things like I mentioned before, are we a fit calls or discovery calls. Again, stuff we get into detail on Predictable University. So don't be afraid to invest in your people. Slow down. Do the interviews. Get them out of the office. Get the training. Get the apps. Whatever you need to do to make them successful. Once they're working, then speed it up. Then ramp it up. All right, thank you very much. It's been great. Hope you've enjoyed these 3 videos. If you have a question about Predictable University, besides the fact, yes, it's virtual. We do have an in-person version in San Francisco, but main one's virtual, up to maybe an hour a day. Should help make your job better and not distract you from it, right? Because it includes assignments during your job. Any more questions, just respond to me back here or sign up on the website. And thanks very much. I hope you learned something from these videos. And I wish you all the success here.